I think I'm live. I didn't realize that. Happy Mother's Day. It's Tricia Arieta here on Friday, I don't even know what day it is. But I have a special little session for you today. It's a kitchen sink kind of makeover. I know I've done DIYs on here before. I manage that Wellness Within page that if you're interested in this kind of stuff, jump on there. But today it's a hand scrub that the inspiration for this came really from my mom. I was down in Florida and she had a little jar sitting on her bathroom sink, and I was kind of thinking that was such a great idea. But I went to Salvation Army this week and I got inspired because I found this little silly sugar container that I'm repurposing for the purpose of using at my sink to do a hand scrub, because my hands are I'm constantly washing them, and I thought it would be really helpful to see how easy it is. I didn't buy anything else. I was just at Salvation Army because, well, it's funny. I missed my mom. They have been traveling for about 3 weeks on a tour. They're crazy. They're in their 70s and they just whiz all over the world. So anyways, this was $2, but it was 50% off day, so I got it for $1. Everything else I'm going to show you is already at my house. And the one thing, I've been doing essential oils maybe 6 years, and the one thing that was holding me back was just really not knowing how to apply and how to use them at home, like on a legit every single day basis. So that's what I want to share with you, and I hope it's helpful as to just use in your house. So here's the recipe. It's very simple, and it's just a 1/4 cup of sugar I'm going to dump in, and I used 2 tablespoons of just regular salt. I feel like I'm getting nervous because I see people, hey Sheila, jumping on here. Thanks for joining in. But two tablespoons of salt. You can use whatever you want, but this is what I like. I like the texture of the salt and the sugar. And you may say, well, I don't want salt by my sink, so just leave that off if you're worried about that. And then I also am using MCT oil, which is just coconut oil, so it's antimicrobial, which is a big bonus. And I'm using a 1/4 cup of this to get it nice and mixed, oily, I guess. And then I'm also using honey, which will make the oil last longer on your skin. And I'm only going to use a teaspoon of this. This is actually from a local bee person around here. Her name is Jenny D. And maybe some local peeps know who she is. She's going to be actually at our farmer's market that's starting in June, just to plug them. So there's that. And then for my oils, I'm using 2 drops of lemongrass, which is a nice bright scent. Oops, I just put 3, so that's okay. And then I'm using 2 drops of orange. And all I'm going to do here is mix this up. And what you want to do is you want to make sure that you might have to add a little bit more oil to your scrub if you want it to be a little bit. I don't like it really loose. I kind of like it like a scrub kind of thing. I'm not using my words very good today. Okay, so then all I'm going to do is I'm going to take my cute little dish and I'm just going to fill that up, and then I'm going to leave it right by my sink, and I'm not going to pour it in right now, but I will in a second. And then I'm just going to not every time I'm at my sink, but when my hands feel dry, I'm just going to give myself a little pick-me-up and use my scrub. Secondly, second tip, and this is the last thing I'll add to you, is that I went back a couple weeks ago and we did the hand soap remake, and we did the Thieves sprayer redo, and I found that I don't have enough sometimes exfoliation or scrubbing power over here, so I just leave a jar of baking soda with a couple drops of lemon in it as well, and I just use a spoon to kind of dust over it, and that actually helps me clean my pans, clean my sink, clean everything. So those are some really practical tips. Hey Don, on how to revamp your sink area. Tomorrow I'd like to invite you to a summer fun and travel event it's a public event that I am hosting. And it is, I don't know about you, but really when I travel and in the summertime, I really tend to burn myself out. So I want to give you some education and some statistics and a little more, less on practical tips, just a little more in-depth discussion. I'd love for you to join me, and that's tomorrow at 3 p.m. So if you want to join, jump on. I'm trying a new technology out called Be Live TV. Should be interesting. I don't know how it's going to work. But anyways, happy Mother's Day weekend. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope these couple little tips were very helpful for you. And it is great to be here. And have a great weekend. Peace out.